in U.S. political news, let's check in on House Democrats.
The sham impeachment of Secretary Mayorkas is a baseless political stunt.
Political stunt?
It's a complete political stunt.
And a hit job.
I think another saying, and that's just shoveling the same old shit and calling it sugar.
Right, so that is how Democrats are describing the Republican effort to impeach Homeland Security Secretary Alejadro Mayorkas. Because just last night, Republicans in the House Homeland Security Committee, they voted to approve 2 articles of impeachment against Mayorkas. The first article accuses him of willful and systemic refusal to comply with immigration laws, and a bulk of those allegations there focusing on detentions and Republicans claiming that he violated federal laws that require migrants and asylum seekers who entered the U.S. to be detained. And then the second article of impeachment alleges that he breached public trust, and that by making false statements about the border, obstructing oversight of his department, and generally failing to enforce immigration law. And all of this makes for a totally unprecedented and massively historical effort. But with all that, you have Democrats saying that these allegations are just bullshit. And that because as of right now, Republicans have actually produced 0 evidence of high crimes and misdemeanors, or the things you need to prove when you're trying to impeach somebody. And so you have many, including constitutional experts, arguing that the Republicans are just trying to impeach Mayorkas over a policy dispute, whereas impeachments are meant to protect Americans from corrupt leaders who threaten democracy. That's actually something we've even heard conservative voices argue. Republicans haven't even heard any testimony from fact witnesses or in-person testimony from Mayorkas, and they basically refused to even give him the chance. When you had Marjorie Greene, who chairs the committee, inviting him to testify, he said he had a conflict that day, he asked to reschedule, but she just ignored that and moved forward with the hearing anyway. And this is the Democrats noted that a big reason for the issues that the Republicans have flagged, they stem from the U.S. lacking adequate resources to deal with the situation at the border. One, because America truly has never had the ability to detain every migrant who enters the country illegally until they can be deported, with even the Trump administration being forced to release some migrants that should have been detained for that reason. And all this, you have a ton of Democrats pointing out the Republicans have actually repeatedly blocked their efforts to bolster resources for border security, with Representative Eric Swalwell arguing,
any shortcomings that Mayorkas may have, frankly, are your fault. He's asking for authorities to do more, to have more border agents, to have more resources. And so his limitations are caused by you. You put him in place. You won't let him do it.
And this is something that they're literally doing now, because bipartisan lawmakers have been hammering out a bill to secure the border. But that effort's being blocked by the same far-right Republicans who are also trying to impeach Mayorkas for failing to improve border security. And all this is Mayorkas has literally been helping negotiate this bill to secure the border. But it's not like this is just some liberal wish list. He's been working side by side with Republicans who have played a major role in shaping this deal to get backing from their party. And this is you have Marjorie Greene saying that the Republican senators who back the bill are traitors to our country. And unfortunately, this appears to be like the state of things, commitment to the bit of political theater rather than actually trying to pass legislation, and doing so through reality denial and gaslighting. But for now, we'll have to wait to watch if history happens. Because if the House does vote in favor of these articles, it'll be the first time in 150 years that a cabinet secretary has been impeached. And even still, it'll only be the second time it's ever happened.